Okay, let's go finish this mission with this kid. Okay, anyways.
Excuse me, did you
You mean the village keepers? Oh, let me think. When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots.
It's not like what almost everyone in this
stuff.
place eats. Oh, I guess not.
okay. Did you notice anything else?
Anything else? No, I think that's all I have to tell you. Sorry.
He's like, that's all, bye. Okay. Thanks for your help, sir. Ooh.
The scholars that have gone missing. Have you seen them?
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Oh my god, lady, calm down. Jesus.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
They all just disappear all at once or something?
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Damn.
Do you also think Grandpa and the others are good people?
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak.
Little
You mean
Esau.
that night? He was
I didn't mean
actually
to
the
skip.
one who protected my house.
I read too fast and I
saw it
skip
with my own
sometimes.
eyes. He happened to be staying near my house that day and was doing something with his hands on the ground.
It was actually Nahida.
It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do that? Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others. I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
You're right. Because
Gotcha.
most
Thank
people
you.
can't do shit when they're mad. By mad, I mean deranged. Anyways, let's proceed on. There you are, Jabari.
Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one who likes to sit and space out near the village entrance.
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh? It's been a while.
Ignore the noises in the background, I'm just
The last
eating
time I
popcorn.
saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests. Like many people, she's really quite terrified of them. And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora. Can't explain why she's always mad at me.
Oh, thank you.
The kid is just
Thank
like,
you for
okay,
taking care of him.
that was information I did not need to know, but sure.
It was nothing.
Yeah.
I keep reading way too fast.
Oh, that's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you. I've known you since you were very young, so as far as I'm concerned, you're family. Please feel free to come by
You know, at least the
anytime.
people in this town got each other. Like, they ain't got much, but they got each other.
Wow, what a nice guy. Okay, thank you, sir.
Huh? Don't say anything for now. Isak, stay here. Let's head over there.
Oh,
Stay
someone's
quiet as you move.
spying. King Deshret and the three Magi's. Ooh, I'm excited.
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Damn, you got the ears of an actual dog. Goddamn.
Have you heard? The mighty Scarlet King, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yes, of
Shoot.
course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods.
Yeah, I mean, the other gods are
Still.
real.
You say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever.
Are you sure it's your Mad King or is it just
Delavar was saying that
Scaramouche?
many people also went insane just before the fall of the Scarlet King civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and the Scarlet King. Isn't it a sign of the Scarlet King's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared?
I know that it's
If
very
you
like
ask me, they
powerful
must
for
have
when
been
a
chosen as the
god
final
dies.
sacrifice
Is it the
for
same
the
for when the
Scarlet King's
birth of a new
resurrection.
goddess too? Like something powerful happens? That's why everyone's going mad.
Now that you say it, that does make some sense. Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn for the better?
I don't know, you guys live in a desert region. That place kind of sucks ass.
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Jeez, I know.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
My patience is running thin.
Jeez, calm
You heard
down.
what I asked.
Damn, he looks really cool though.
Yeah. Bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes. One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
It really must suck living in this world
Let's
without
not
a
get on his
vision.
bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Yeah,
Well,
tell us.
I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear and that the Scarlet King will return to this land. I'm not making this up. I swear.
Oh, interesting.
Hey, go on. Keep talking.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia.
You know, I don't blame
They
them
keep
though.
sending us all their
Imagine
mad scholars and won't let us
getting
have
all
a
the
good
dementia
life.
patients be sent to your town.
Would you want to live like this if you were in our
You like,
place?
I wouldn't want to live
The
there either.
radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for the Scarlet King's speedy return. Delavar also said that once the Scarlet King returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under the Scarlet King and fight for a share of the glory.
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants to know more. Keep talking.
Yeah. I kind of want to know
Got
more
it.
too.
At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the rumors said. Please don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If
Poor
I'm
guy.
guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty. I'm just saying what the others said.
The people here really like the Scarlet King, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
Yeah, I mean, they've been living in this kind of situation for a while, so makes sense that they
Where
would
is
hate
this
them
radical
because they're not
person
getting any
you
help
talked
from the
about?
Dendro Archon either.
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village. What about you, man? Have you seen him at all?
No, not at all. We wouldn't dare lie to you. He's really not here right now.
Is
Sounds
it
like you're not too
Totore?
close with the radicals.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
I have many ways to stop you from talking. And many others to stop you from... So you'd best just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Ooh, he's bringing Candace in this.
Yes, got it. We'll do just as you say.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrifying.
I know, right? Good thing we're not his enemy.
He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Oh, Paimon,
All the more
thinks
reason
lots
for you
of
not to
people
get
have
on
told
his
him
bad
that
side,
before.
Paimon.
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra.
A macho.
The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places.
Should we go check
Very
their
well.
homes? Yeah, it makes sense to check their homes.
Isak!
Why is this kid still running
I'm
along?
here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me.
I don't think taking this kid with us is a great idea. It might put us in more danger. Oh, it makes sense that they would put him in like the most destroyed place. Oh, what is down there? I'll explore you later.
Grandpa, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers.
I swear, kid, if you
Every
show
now
like
and
bring
then,
me to like just
He yells out at the top of his lungs.
a
So
dirt pile and
a
say
lot of
that's he's
people are
gonna
really
want to kill
scared
you.
of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa.
Ooh, look at the sand physics though. Oh yeah, Pummy doesn't make any because when she auto attacks because she floats. Kid, why is your grandfather
This is where
all the way
Grandpa
over here?
usually stays.
There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense?
More mind
the same one as
hallucinating
before.
incense.
But are you okay? Are you getting dizzy?
He's
Or
probably
need to
used to
lie
it by
down?
now.
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari saved the day. And then he gave us a long lecture to explain all about how it worked.
So, you know Tainari.
Of course.
Huh?
Who doesn't
him
know
too?
Tainari?
Are you two friends?
Yes. Now that I concentrate, I can also make out the scent of incense.
Wait, surely Tainari didn't lecture you too.
No, no need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house? In the forest. From a scholar.
Let's go. Let's keep looking for clues so we can hallucinate some more. What are we looking for exactly? Okay, not much, not much. Not much firewood either. Oh, I guess we're supposed to look around here. Oh, found it. Footsteps?
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, there are footprints here. From the size and shape, they belong to an adult male. This pattern is a common one from this area. Local shoes. This was probably someone from the village. The scent is quite faint, but still extant.
Maybe they're all just having
The
like a
footprints
group
head in the
meeting
direction of the
somewhere,
door.
all hallucinating on drugs.
But who would come looking for Grandpa? He doesn't have any friends.
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
So they are luring them away with the incense,
So
okay.
you can lure
That they
someone
can
away
go
with
do
just
drugs.
the scent?
You get lured away by food, Paimon.
What's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got something they love in life.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds
It's true,
and
that's
discover
what
new knowledge.
Hypatia said.
Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days, and will follow the scent whenever it presents its...
No, Grandpa.
So someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Huh. Still, why would anyone want to abduct all the scholars?
Probably the resurrected king,
Are the rumors really true?
the Scarlet King.
Could the disappearance of
King
all the
Deshret?
mad scholars have something to do with the radicals?
It's highly likely.
It's highly
Please?
likely.
You have to save my Grandpa.
We're gonna try,
Grandpa's never
child.
done anything wrong.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever took him get away with it.
Let's head to Aru Village and inform Candace and the others about what we learned here. After that, we'll set off to find the scholars.
Right. The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better. That'd be my choice, too.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too.
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
Al-Haytham didn't go with you?
Yeah, where is Al-Haytham?
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own.
Did you find out anything useful? I see.
Oh, that was a weird noise.
So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village.
Her words are like she always ends her words.
The
with
resurrection of
S.
the Scarlet King?
A lot of S's.
First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall.
Ooh,
Scholars
someone's
are fond of
spying
it,
on us.
But as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here. Not to mention making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort.
Right.
It seems someone
You
from
don't have
beyond
the
the wall
resources
must
to
have been
put your
supporting
energy
this.
into that kind of stuff.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then? Do we go back to the academia and search for leads there?
I think that's the
If it
best
was
thing we
any
can
other
do by
day,
man.
that would be your next logical step. But today, you've got me on your team.
Oh,
So you get
never
an extra
mind.
tip. Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these
I feel
radicals
like you would
he
make
mentioned.
great friends with Venti.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Engur, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. A whole lot of them are known around these parts. These guys have one thing in
Guy
common,
is just
and
spying in
that's
the
being
back.
broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in the Scarlet King. Way they see it, the Scarlet King's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the Academia. Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is
How did
the
they
only
not
way to change
notice
the way
him?
of life here in
Oh,
the
wow.
desert. Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become
I still don't know
radicals.
how the NPCs didn't notice us when we were spying during that mind
You really
control
know
session.
this place inside and out.
Or maybe she did notice.
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every mora I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Good to
Let's
know
head
there.
out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Sino.
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connections out here. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust. I need to go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with
I feel
me.
like with Dea we're gonna do some sketch shit.
Fine.
Good.
But we'll get the
We've got a
job
plan.
done.
The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the mad scholars have been taken. Sino, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
Okay, bye,
Sounds
Sino.
like a plan.
Oh, she does notice. She's got one of those keen ears. Let's go. Didn't want to walk all the way over there.
Here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Yes, we are.
Paimon's amazed every time.
You know,
he sees
whenever I
the
see all that
insomnia.
sand, I feel my
How could a
sinuses
wall
drying
this
up.
tall even exist?
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms? It was only after I grew up that I realized the Wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. It serves a more important purpose, keeping out people like us.
What?
Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim.
I feel like this whole
We're
area
cheap
used to be
labor,
desert.
like livestock.
It's
but
just that the
easier to
Dendro
control.
Archon, the older one,
Nothing
created
more.
all this.
Even if a child from the desert got
Greenery.
the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The academia believes we're underserving.
That I do believe.
Geniuses like
Academias are
Sataria
kinda
are
like
1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate. Even though the academia knows very well that we're humans, just as they are.
They're just a bunch of dicks. The Academia is just a bunch of assholes. Like, it's so true though.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
I'd join you.
Hey, Dia. You're not thinking about doing anything scary, are you?
She is scary.
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's
You know,
all.
I can't wait for you to be released. I'm gonna
we're here
play
to
you so
procure
much.
information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta catch those.
Catch those what, Paimon?
Shh. Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want anyone to find out what we're here for.
Yes,
Our
true.
mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
Damn, girl is so fit. You know, I want to cosplay her for Comic-Con, but I don't know how to do costumes, nor am I fit. But I'm willing to work out to get there.
Just our luck. None of them are here today.
You mean, you don't see anyone you know?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
Got that smeared eyeshadow
Oh.
too.
And who do you have with you here? Guests from another land?
Another world.
Hello, hello. I'm Zaki. Dia's, how would you put it? Drinking buddy?
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely.
Damn, they
Much
must-
better than those
they must have
people on
gotten
the other
Venti
side of
over
the
here.
wall. So, Dia.
Oh,
are you
jeez.
Looking for someone?
Yeah. Have you seen Enger, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested. Know where I could find him?
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been having a hard time making ends meet these days. So, you came here to help him out?
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made, why not do it together? Besides, Delavar and his friends have muscle. They'd be a good fit for escorting the goods.
I don't know about this, Dea.
Yes, how
But then, you
considerate
know, I
of
don't
you.
work as a mercenary,
Delavar's
so
my
I wouldn't
friend
know
too,
shit.
so of course I can take you to him. Come with me.
Ah, feel like we're being led to somewhere sketchy. The sandstorm was kind of fucking with my vision, though.
Are we there yet?
To a trap?
This is the place.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Leading you into a trap? This feels like a trap.
Why don't you take a guess? Go on. A wild stab in the dark.
I
You're
knew
like
it.
lambs to the slaughter.
I knew it.
It's an ambush!
Don't worry, Dea. We can take care of this. I'm almost at C6
What's this
Traveler.
all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru Village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there. Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up with people from the Academia to look for the missing scholars.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Sounds like he was.
Oh, Paimon knew leaving Sino behind was a mistake.
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't you?
I mean,
Who do you
questionable.
think you are? You really thought we'd fall for your little business deal nonsense?
He's probably around
So
though.
you and Delavar have been partners all along.
Dia, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you think. But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's
Damn,
nothing
everyone's,
more
like,
we'd like to see than
hates
the
the
desert folk
Academia.
overthrowing the Academia.
Which I don't blame them. They're kind of
If that's
shitty.
the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss
Gives
a
me
second of it.
supremacist vibes.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar. And Engar, you're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what
Why
us
does he talk
followers
like
of the
that?
Scarlet King
And
despise
followers
the
of the
most.
Scarlet King.
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand that the Scarlet King is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve to join us.
Yeah.
Sure.
Gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
I like how she's like
See?
much
There
more.
you have it. Mercenaries are just a
common
bunch of
sense than the
faithless
rest of
scum
these
with only
guys.
one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic. You're all like a pack of street rats.
You're not
Jeez.
wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
Enough
Yeah.
talking! Get him!
Anyways,
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a
Teach him.
lesson, traveler.
let's do it, Dea. Bye, Traveler. You and Kokomi. Let's go.
Following orders. Propagate!
Why are you guys so far away?
Impossible!
How could you?
So, what do you think about your meticulous
The
network
power
now,
of
Zaki?
Mora.
How did you say it? I'm guessing
actual
your
money
informant
wishing
told
for
you that I'm
expensive
just an
characters,
incomp-
but
and of course you
Mora.
would believe everything he
Oops, I
reported.
didn't mean to skip.
The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
Ugh. You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
Oh, so she
And
did
you
now.
were stupid enough to fall for it.
That's
I
funny.
figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic.
Damn, Dea.
Okay.
Such a fucking
that should
mommy,
be all
though.
of 'em.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
No task can be done without
I mean,
preparation.
she lives in the
I
desert.
just
She knows how
happened
to
to notice
hustle.
a couple suspicious-looking.
Oh!
Oh, I'm
but
sorry, I keep
instead of
skipping.
catching them right away, you let them report back.
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, we have to be patient and give it some time.
Oh, you mean the funny name she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house? The wide-eyed butcher, scar-riddled bandit.
Paimon.
Paimon can't remember them all.
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Engar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Engar, the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, are the nicknames they came up with for themselves. Alcohol
Look at
has a
them
way
all
of
beat
making
up on the
people
ground.
share what they really think. So Engar and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how the Scarlet King is a superior deity.
What about Zaki?
Who's... Yeah,
He's
where is
just a
that?
numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him down. That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Oh.
So he's a radical too?
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses based on my impressions.
Wow! What a
I feel bad though.
genius
What if they go
idea!
back to the village and like
Well,
attack that
that's
poor
an
guy?
expert
He's gonna
mercenary
be like, I
for
don't
you.
even know what it gave
You're
me
too
that
kind.
name.
It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
So,
And it was
that
good
thing
shit
you were
there.
saying before, is it really true?
About what?
About how mercenaries only care about Mora, and that anyone's a friend as long as there's a profit.
Does
Aw.
that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Because you're still without an employer and you're still helping us out. Oh, that's true.
Yeah? Do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon.
He doesn't care much about her anyways.
I've heard
too.
a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand her devotion and gratitude. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people, unless they were truly compassionate.
I mean, Nahida
I've
can
begun
be
to
very
realize
truly
that the sages are
compassionate.
behind everything that's happened recently. The Radicals' blind belief in the Scarlet King, making the Dendro Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the Academia's trickery. But I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Oh, that's kind of you.
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here.
I like her.
Traveler,
She
lend me
keeps
a
it real.
hand. Let's
I really
tie
like
him up
that.
and bring him to the village. This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
All right. I'll be in touch. Until then, please stand by.
Candace, do you need any help?
Yeah, do you need any help, Candace?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too.
That is
She's
true.
been
She
guarding
looks
our
like
village
kind of.
for quite some time now.
She's kind of scary.
If anyone is qualified to question the offenders, it's her.
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
Will do.
I'll meet
love.
you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler.
Sounds good.
As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day. Candace is an expert at dealing with people like this. All we have to do is wait for her word.
Hello, Candace. Oh, not Candace. Dea.
Hey, Dia!
Hi.
Right on time. We'll know any moment now.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for
Have
a
you
long
guys
time?
been friends? Wink,
We've
wink.
known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Oh, Paimon
Damn,
knows what
Genshin
you mean.
has a
Like
lot of like
martial
some bad
artists say,
bitches. Like I
never
love
keep
it.
the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility.
Nice.
Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Aw.
Really? Thanks for that.
I know. It's just like I wish someone would compliment me.
Oh, Sino's here, and he's pretty early too.
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Torture.
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
Oh.
Right.
He probably did.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Let's do this.
Candace, where? Whoa, you look furious.
Ooh, what happened?
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am.
They're really scared of Candace.
Please,
It's kind of
don't
funny.
beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
I love how he talks. It's kind of
Looks
fucking
like Sino
hilarious.
taught her well.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here, to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Ooh,
Mercy! Please,
damn,
mercy.
girlfriend.
You've made your bed.
Ooh, Daya's
We may
joining in.
both be desert dwellers, but there is one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of the Scarlet King will only result in war.
God, I love
And
Candace's
war serves
design.
no one. The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
We understand. We're sorry. I'll tell you everything I know. Please, just let us go.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about the Scarlet King's resurrection. Some mystery
Probably
man told us
Torre.
that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Oh my
they give their
goodness.
lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
The fuck?
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread word about the Scarlet King's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process. I'm not sure.
You useless man.
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3.
Ooh.
You die by my hand.
Rhino's a bad
Wait,
bitch
tell me
too.
the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
Goodbye. Do you have any idea who the mysterious person
You
might
have to
be?
believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself the Scarlet King's envoy.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu,
Uncle?
what do you mean?
Oh, Jesus! I know.
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the academia.
It's probably Dottore. That man is always behind some
ago,
drama.
people from the academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means it's highly likely that the academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Yeah, that's fucked
Not
up.
the academia again.
Just as I thought.
Yeah, Soteria
But
did
what
say
could
that.
they want with the village keepers?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the academia.
Yeah, the
A
academia,
change
the
in
more
their
they talk
plans
about them,
likely
the more
means they
shittier
found
they
another way to
become.
exploit the scholars. Regardless, our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
You're right. Isak is still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Yeah,
Time
that's
to go.
true.
Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yeah, let's go find
Yes.
those people.
You got it.
Sorry.
Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
Have fun,
Alright.
Candace. Just smack them with your big ass shield.
Here, once everyone's ready.
The only character with a shield, which I think is very cool. She actually counters with an actual shield. Is Al Hatham out here? Because we haven't seen that man in a while. Oh, there he is.
Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Whoa! Where did you come from?
Where did you come from, actually? Yeah.
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages! And now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway? Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname!
Go ahead, I won't stop you.
Never
Come on, you had a chance.
Paimon's
The
got
fuck?
nothing. There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
And he's so good looking, like, it's so hard.
You've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Yes.
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere.
Indeed.
Enough with the silent treatment!
Maybe he's giving him...
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
Al
Why?
Hatham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village. Bold of you to question our choices.
Damn. These two are always fighting.
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Really? Paimon doesn't believe you.
Yeah, we need evidence.
To be honest,
This is the
we aren't really a
evidence-based
team,
country.
so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts. Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
I bet it's someone from the
What does that
academia.
mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean some of them lied to us?
Probably. They want their god
Hiding the truth
resurrected.
does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Gandis said? Most people in Aru village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether the Scarlet King or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing
Wow.
your every move since you arrived. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Those eyes. Those fierce
This-
eyes. You look like
She's
a real
got some
fighter.
secrets, like some real housewives of Sumeru.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are Scarlet King fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radicals' next target.
I think it's been a
smart
few
lady.
days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Oh.
Why would she lie?
Because she doesn't want to get involved. She doesn't want
By
to get in
getting
trouble.
involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
I'll pass on this one. You
Yeah, I
said
think-
that she is afraid of me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a good
If
idea.
so, it's best if I stay out of this.
Goodbye, little scary wolf boy. You and Razor might be related. They're both their feet and like wolves and have white hair. And our Electro. The only two Electro boys.
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our stance or something?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want.
We'll do it,
on.
I'll hate them.
Earn her trust.
That is fair.
Is it really that simple?
We need to earn her trust.
May I call you Traveler?
Yes.
Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something. Do you think the resurrection of the Scarlet King can truly change Sumeru for the better?
No.
Why is that?
Because it's only resulted in
Very similar
conflict.
to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations.
I don't blame you.
Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
No promises. Oh,
Yeah,
hey.
we came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation. But even
We're
so,
basically
we've
tourists.
met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
I want to trust you.
Well,
My
you
apologies
can.
for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Alhaitham told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We
Yeah, I don't
understand.
blame her.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in the Scarlet King. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Oh,
Yeah.
this sounds a little
Some
too
people
close to
can
real
be
life.
so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace.
Ignorant queen.
And then it
Ooh.
happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
That's very sweet of you to let us know.
You can tell them. I'm sure he'll keep your secret.
Pretty sure her will.
All right. I'll tell you what I told Alhaitham. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
Is that like your vision?
There are ghosts?
Paimon.
Perhaps. I'm not sure.
I didn't even
It's
deny
faint,
it.
but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion.
Yeah, it's cute.
It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often. And when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night.
Ooh.
But because we're in the middle of a desert, he would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
Yeah, where are the sounds
There's
coming
really
from?
nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not far from the village.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go explore. Oh god, it's very far away. Oh.
Monsters, watch out!
That's a little insensitive to call them that.
Terminate!
Ow. Hello.
Wings of darkness,
Ow.
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected. Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky?
Jesus.
He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
We do.
This is the one.
Oh, okay. Oh, I guess we don't need to do it. He can do it himself. Oh, interesting.
Let's go in and take a look.
Why are you surprised? We like see those every goddamn day.
Hey, Hatham, we haven't found squat. Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Patience. Shawnee says
I
she
just
only
wanna
hears the
shoot that.
crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then, I'm taking a break.
My dude, are you really gonna make us do that?
He sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read?
Bitch!
What are you reading? Let Paimon see.
Okay, sure.
Huh? The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity in
Traveler, that's how I
natural
feel.
motion, in contrast with an object in forced motion? Huh? When free from external influences, every entity displays the tendency to follow its natural trajectory?
Oh my goodness.
So, you got that?
Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya. How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this. Hey, Paimon's your Tibet travel guide. Paimon knows plenty of useful stuff already.
Oh, Paimon.
And anyway, it's not Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so complicated.
Oh wow, that turned night real fast.
Paimon's getting so sleepy.
Oh, I can hear people.
Huh? What was that sound?
There it is.
More crying.
It's coming from that
Damn, that
direction.
actually sounds very creepy.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
Jeez.
It's from below.
That crying is very creepy.
But there's no way we can get down there.
Oh my god, you guys can
Something is
lift
off
it.
about the interior here.
Oh my god. Wow. Takes like a master's degree to figure that out.
As I thought, there's a hidden structure.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one. Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here. Let's keep exploring.
Yeah, let's keep exploring. Old Voss.
Look, there's someone over there. Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
No, scream.
Wait. You're...
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's. Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
Did he also go
He's
mad?
a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away.
Yeah, that's what I
For whatever
thought.
reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him.
Ooh.
There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with people?
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught.
Let's just leave him. I'm joking.
The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh yeah, like the guy who interrupted. Huh. Sucky.
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting the same way.
Yeah.
Correct. The academia is behind all of this. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the academia spread a false rumor of the Scarlet King's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the academia.
Oh,
As
damn.
well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the academia. All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto the Scarlet King's followers. Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since the Scarlet King's death all those years ago. Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better.
I don't blame
Anyone
them though.
looking
They
to
really do
exploit
have
that for
heart.
their own ends simply needs
It's
to make
not
a
that
few
easy
empty
living in a
promises.
desert, I would believe.
Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of the Scarlet King and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought the scholars to Aru village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Yeah, why do they want them back
Throughout this
now?
process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons.
Oh, right. They made them sound crazy so that they can bring him
An
It would be
exile
easier
is
to
still
steal them.
patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what exactly?
Knowledge
One
harvesting.
possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
I knew it.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
Oh no.
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah, Paimon doesn't want to think about this.
How do you learn of this
I'm
technology?
the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind, but something went wrong in the process. Or
I feel like the
perhaps
Tory is the one
his
doing this.
curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Paimon's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
So is a divine knowledge capsule like the brain of the lesser lord, greater lord?
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to.
Ooh.
However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The Academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge. But what is their ultimate goal? I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the Academia may as well shut its doors.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course.
Of course.
He's not a shit
The
person.
Academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed.
Fair.
This matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well.
That's fair.
What do you plan to do about
We
that?
did just come from a region that
Save
whose
every last
god
person?
doesn't care about them.
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
He's really out here judging this guy.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the Academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
You're probably right. Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out.
Yeah.
Uniqueness is also an asset, is it
Being
not?
uniqueness. Yeah, having uniqueness is definitely
Great
an
way to
asset.
think about it. Paimon's really impressed.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that.
Now, how do we take care of this guy?
He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru village.